This is Kaparia, aka Pops, out of GMS Chicago, with another sit down. Before I get started, though, like always, I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, and Kakwadash, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York, the elder bishops out of Connecticut, moving apostles has been sliding in between Nebraska and Iowa and uh, 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 Ohio and Naptown. Like I said, to all of them, I send double honors because they do real well. For the brethren around the world pushing truth uncut, unfiltered, giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the prophecies, correctly breaking down the scriptures, and the interaction with the people on the planet, declaring warnings and salutations. For the hopeful elect, I hope this is edifying. For the aquat, the few and the true, that's listening, sincerity, and charity, keep doing so. But for the scorners, scoffers, reprobate, two-thirds Israelites, and 17 other nations who are in the midst of Jacob's trouble, it's only going to get a whole lot worse. I should say, and for the aquathers listening, keep doing so. But for the two-thirds Israelites and 17 other nations who are in the midst of Jacob's trouble, it's only going to get worse. So lock it. Anyway, in a nutshell, like I said, I'm looking at this, and you see the date on it. This is back in July the 10th, 2023. And this is Edgerton linked Sweden's NATO membership to Turkey's EU accession. Okay, so basically, Turkey interceded to help try to get Sweden in. But the reason I went back to get that is because Turkey, even though it's part of the let's clear up some things first. Like I said, there's a lot of double-mindedness that's going on here. Okay, so we're gonna go through a couple of things and whatnot. I'm gonna show all this and then put a couple scriptures on it. Okay, so we got Turkey bid. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. Back this up. Put some sound to it. Now it's gonna load an ad, huh? Of course it is.
Names can be misleading, like ours, LSEG, the London Stock Exchange Group. We could have called ourselves the London and practically every other place in the world.
Positive decision on Swedish membership here in Vilnius. We don't have any certainty, we don't have any guarantees, but of course now we have the momentum of the summit with the leaders here, and we will use that momentum to ensure as much progress as possible. To address legitimate security concerns by Turkey. It is important that we stand together in the fight against terrorism, but at the same time it's also important that we address the legitimate security concerns of all allies that want to see Sweden as a member of the alliance as soon as possible, because this will strengthen NATO, and it will strengthen our ability to defend and protect, not least, the Baltic region. If you just look at the map, to have Sweden as a full member, in addition to Finland, really changes the geography, the NATO presence in this region. So we are working hard to get Sweden as a member as soon as possible.
Okay. So we're working hard to get Sweden a membership to NATO as soon as possible. NATO, the EU, those go kind of hand in hand. Okay? So, but it says, but let's get down here to the second thing here, second paragraph. It says, Turkey's bid to join the EU has been frozen for years after membership talks were launched in 2005 under Erdogan's first term as prime minister. The ties between ECRA and members of the bloc soured several years ago, especially after a 2016 failed coup attempt in Turkey, but have since improved. The bloc depends on the help of NATO ally ECRA, particularly on migration. Okay, so now you got one set of things going on here. Now, like I said, I'm going to ask a couple questions here for a reason. So bear with me. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here. Saber rattling. Okay, let's see what saber rattling is. The display or threat of military force. Saber rattling by superpowers. You got a lot of this going on right now. A lot of this. But you see, here's where it has gotten crucial at. Okay, because see, you got Turkey now sending warships. As a matter of fact, let's get that. Okay, let me get that part next. Because I just want to show you what it is. Translation and more definitions. Let's open it up. The display of military force, saber rattling by superpowers, rattle sabers, threaten to take aggressive action. Okay? So now, I'm putting all this together because, like I said, you got some scriptures that jump out when you start hearing these types of things. You like Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, things of this nature. Isaiah, what's that? The 63rd chapter or whatever the case might be. Leading up to Yahweh Shai and all these him coming back and bringing this Edomite down with totally destructive force. He's not going to come back. He says he's not going to meet you as a man. He's going to come back in total destructive force. So let's look into some things here and get it all kind of lined up. Let me line these ducks up. And since I do this on the phone, I don't have, different tabs to just be able to click into like I would if I was on a laptop or anything.